So we're welcoming you to our road trip on the Route 127 World's Longest Yard Sale. We've been collecting surprises for you, so come with us and you'll see the surprises. The Route 127 yard sales stretch for 690 miles through 6 states from Addison, Michigan to Gadsden, Alabama. The yard sales are a kaleidoscope of toys, pools, superheroes, nostalgia, antiques, and yes, even piles of shoes. So first stop, Crosses Campground, 26 vendors. We're on the alert, on the lookout for surprises. Wow, dinosaur poop. This is like fishing and catching a fish right away. First stop and already surprised. Let's make the deal on this. So, candidate number 1 for most surprising find, coprolite from a dinosaur. Dinosaur poop. Or that's how it was sold to me. $3. Is this the most surprising thing? The guy assured me that he buys from reputable dealers, and this really is dinosaur poop. Chemical analysis, he said. Still not sure about this. On to the next stop. Aha! A fashion purchase. Hey, so you're showing off that shirt, huh?
Yard sale today.
Things we see along the way. A doctor's bag for making house calls. Not much market for those anymore. The Iliad, impressive. Oh wait, it's only the Cliff Notes. So this stop is Hamilton, Ohio. Talking to some really friendly locals, people selling. We're here on a Saturday. They said Saturday's the best day. Most people out. And you can see it's just kind of a party here. All up and down the street of Hamilton, the Route 127, there's yard sales in people's yards, and cars parked all along as shoppers hop out and look for their, special things. We're still on our hunt for our surprise. Haven't been surprised enough yet, so we're still holding out. We had the alleged dinosaur poop, but we'll see what else we come up with. So this is a big spot in Hamilton. Lots of vendors. Been a little worried about finding things that are surprising. Hoping here, we'll look around and maybe back in there somewhere. Maybe we'll find something, okay? So let's see. Okay, come with me. I think I found something back here by the noisy generator. Around the corner and on the shelf. Somehow this carved coconut really strikes me. So let's see what deal we can make. So I've got the biggest surprise so far. It's Mr. Coconut here. Right? Can be a piggy bank. You can store stuff in it. You can't beat that expression, right? I mean, that's one of a kind, that look. But why is this so surprising? On the bottom it says, made in the Philippines, and if you want to order one, there's a phone number to call. So this is not just a really cool carved coconut, but it's an example of, I guess, globalism. Somebody carved it in the Philippines and got shipped here, found its way to a yard sale in Hamilton, Ohio. So really pretty cool. So I'm thinking this is number 1 so far for the surprise. More things seen along the way. Chesty potato chips. Out of business, so perhaps not the best brand name. Angry Santa. No wonder the elves want to form a union. Hey, over here, we found our next surprise, family portraits for sale. I've blurred the faces to be polite. Who would sell their own family pictures? Who would buy family pictures from some other family? Quite the puzzle. This gives us our third candidate for biggest surprise. On to our next stop, trying to find that fourth candidate for biggest surprise.
Found this bowl that is just like my grandma's stuff she had.
So not surprising, but you know, here, this is if it's like grandma's, you can't argue with it. At this stop, definitely some fixer-uppers. Found it, our fourth surprise, a record album, The Stripper, Music to Strip By. Clearly from the 1960s. I guess the 1960s version of Naughty. This certainly qualifies as a surprise. It's the last thing I would think to see. At our last stop, we found a vendor with infant car seats and baby strollers being sold next to walkers and potty chairs for the elderly. The circle of life represented in the stuff sold at a yard sale. So, wrap-up time for our challenge of finding the most surprising item on the Route 127 World's Longest Yard Sale. First, before we get to the challenge, any general thoughts?
I thought it was a lot of fun, really a good time.
Yeah, we enjoyed when you buy something, you get to also have a conversation with the vendor, and those are always interesting, nice, friendly people. So, but to get right to the challenge, driving along, we talked quite a bit about it. We came up with 4 candidates for the most surprising item. Number 1 is that dinosaur poop. But, you know, the more I think about it, the more I think there's some authenticity questions with that dinosaur poop. Number 2 are those portraits of the family members, the sons, that I, diplomatically blurred out the faces of for privacy. Kind of a odd thing to be selling. Number 3 is that naughty, scandalous album from the 1960s, The Stripper, Music to Strip By. And number 4 is that, well, of course, that coconut. I carried on so much about that coconut. So, the winner of the challenge, according to the judges, is?
I have to go with the Stripper album.
That's what I think too. And the reason is the criteria is most surprising item. And that is certainly surprising, at the risk of turning this PG video into an R-rated video, not suitable for work. But, the Stripper, Music to Strip By is the most surprising thing we found, that album. So thank you for joining us on this road trip today. See you next year on Route 127.